Hello and welcome to Talk Yarny to Me. This is Zuri. I am Zuri. And I'm going to just start telling y'all that I'm not buying yarn because apparently I'm buying yarn. Today is a prime example of why I should not be left to myself. My husband is working nights for the next week. My son had a independent working day with school, so he did like work from home. That's not the right term, but they call it asynchronous learning. Pretty much you're learning by yourself. So yeah, that I didn't have to pick no one up from school. I didn't have to cook for nobody because we had leftovers in the fridge. Work has been quiet this week. It was dead today, so I took off like half hour early. Just a whole bunch of things conspiring against me to make sure that I stop by the yarn store because I could. I was like, let me just go feel some yarn and peek at it. And that was my mistake. But story has a happy ending. And I think I might have, depending on how I title this broadcast, you might have a hint what the happy ending is. But okay, so stopped by Michael's first, only because I saw somebody, was it Nancy, what She's Got Yarn Too, that went to like a Michael's and got some like Karen Blossom cakes for like $3 on clearance. I'm like, are they clearancing those out? Because I like them. They're so I love them. They're so soft, but I don't love them $12 worth. So I have no interest in buying them for that. But if they're on clearance for $3, I was going to clean those people out. Absolutely. They were not, at least not mine, they were not on clearance. So, just roamed around there. Didn't really see anything that interesting at Michael's. Then I went down the actual clearance aisle because the yarn is not usually in the clearance aisle. It's usually by itself, often unmarked at Michael's. But I went down the actual clearance aisle and I happened to see these here. Woolies Roving, which is not something I've seen a whole lot at the store. I think this has probably long been off the shelves. These look like they're a little beat up. You see this? And so I saw two of these, so I took it. It didn't have a price on it. But the Michael's clearance has like $1 bucket, $2 buckets, and $3 buckets, like in the actual clearance aisle, like $1, $2, $3 sections. But I wasn't sure how much this was. There was two of them in like this bin. So I took it to the price check, $1.29. So bam, to the register. So I was like, it's a respectable purchase, I was thinking I can probably do originally I was like, maybe I'll do a pocket shawl with it. It's like a 7 weight, maybe. What is this? It's a 6. It's a 6 weight. It's a roving. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Originally I was thinking a pocket shawl, but since it's like wool, mainly wool, it's 80% acrylic and 20%. That's not a lot of wool. 80% acrylic, 20% wool. It feels woollier, I guess. But yeah, it's soft. Like you're not gonna I thought it was more wool than acrylic. So originally I was like pocket shawl, but then I was like, maybe I can do like a bag or something. There's two of these. How much is it? 11 ounces, 179 yards. Not a ton, but it's big. So maybe I was thinking pocket shawl. Originally I was like, that's so much wool. It's roving, so it's gonna pill up. I don't know, something that's not gonna take a ton of wear and tear. The other one I got is also black, and the ball band's already busted, so I'm not gonna pull it out. And I'm trying to think. I know I have some other like roving stuff, like a couple other thicker roving things that I can maybe put with it to make something cute. But $1.29 each, so $2.60 for those two big old balls, right? So I was like, that's respectable. I got the itch. I didn't scratch the itch right. You just roll around to Joann's, because there has been talk of also like Joann's clearance, and I'm trying not to be that person that just buys clearance yarn just because it's on clearance, but I still like to see. Let's go look at it. And I've been pretty good about not just buying stuff. So I went to the clearance aisle, and what I did see, so I saw a few things that I've seen in that same clearance aisle like for weeks, maybe even months, that like I'll look at, I'll pick up, I'll think about and put back. But this time I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and pull the trigger. You know, Joann's clearance don't really be clearance, right? It's like, it still be like $5, $5+ for stuff. Like, you know, it's maybe 30% off. It's not a whole lot. I mean, that's a sale, not a clearance. But it kind of fit the same criteria I had. Stop scratching my couch. Now my chair scooting down. It fit the same kind of criteria I had with Hobby Lobby, where I was like, okay, it's something different. Stop scratching my couch. Go, go, go. Sorry, my cat. It's got a big old scratching post. He wants to scratch the couch. Okay, so it fit the same criteria I had with the Hobby Lobby sale, where it was like, okay, not 4-weight acrylic. Let's do something different, something I can do different things with. So I just pulled like, here, I'm gonna show you. So I pulled some, well, first I found this. This is a 4-weight acrylic, but it's a Pound of Love. And what is this, taupe? They actually I saw another one later. I wish I might go back and get that one too. What are you barking at? But this was like $6.97, so $7. It's usually like, what, like 11 or 12. So I went and grabbed that. And then I found, so the first thing I saw that I've been seeing a lot of is this Big Twist Relax, which is a cotton acrylic blend. I want to say it's a 50-50. It's a 2-way. It is, where are you? Yeah, 50 cotton, 50 acrylic. It's a 2-way. This is the color Rainbow. They had a bunch of these, and they were for $4.97, so $5. It's a little pricey, but I guess I just was feeling spendy today. So I got like 6 of those, and then so I got 6 of those, and then then they had this one, which kind of matches a little bit. And they had another one, which is in the bag somewhere. And then I also saw this, which is Big Twist Skyline, which is a 1-weight. And it's, hang on, Steven.
Wait, hold on.
This is 100, yes, they can hear you.
I'm making a YouTube video, quick question.
Yes. What?
Let whoever the fans know that if you have any fans, let them know I said hi.
You want to come say hi?
Just let them know I said hi.
Do you want to say hi?
No, but we'll play some background music.
No, they'll play the background music.
Why? You make
because
it
music,
better.
because music is licensed, and so you can't just play music on a video.
What?
It'll get taken down because you can't play other people's music on a video.
You have to have your own.
You have to have your own, or you have to use unlicensed music, so you can't put music in the background. This is my son. He says hi. All right. So this is Big Twist Skyline, which is a 1-weight. It's 100% acrylic, and it's pretty. Look at these colors, right? I love these colors. So they had 2 of these. One of them.
Don't mind me. I'm just grabbing my guitar now.
Okay. They're gonna see you.
I know, which is why I'm making you the fasten up trip.
All right. He's got to grab his guitar. I said they can't see you. So they had 2 of these. One of them was like tangled up with another like feathery yarn. They can't see you. They can't see the guitar. It's okay.
I know. I'm trying to stop you.
Okay. And so I had to like untangle it, but I grabbed it. How much is it? That was also $4.97. So I just grabbed those.
I'm just gonna be in the family room.
Okay. Along with the Pound of Love, right? Took them up to the front, and I also stopped by the book section and got some books. Do I bring them in? I'll show you them at the end. So I got up to the register, and the girl was like trying to scan it, and the scanner wasn't working. So she pulled out her little phone thing and scanned it on there. And then she was like, Steven, you left your drink. And then she was like, these are all on discard. So we were supposed to throw them away already. So she was like, well, so you don't have to pay for them. And I was like, I don't. She's like, yeah, no. So she was like, if there's any more back there that you want, go ahead and get them. You can take them. The only thing that rang up was the Pound of Love. So all those other ones, so let me show you. So how many of these? 1, Sorry for the ruffling. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like 8 of these. I also found this the other color. 8 of those, and then 2 of these for free. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back there. If there's any more, I'm gonna clean you out. I'll take them all since you got thrown away. She's like, yeah, I don't want to throw away yarn, so you can have them. So I went back and I found, the only thing I found was this one right here, right? But then I was like, I got out my app and I was like, I bet if I scan stuff and it doesn't scan on the app, it's probably on discard, like she said. So I went and I started scanning stuff, and some of it rang up on the app and some of it didn't. So like I grabbed like, first they had a bunch of those Karen, the Halo Ogos, the Colorama Ogos, the one that looks like a latte cake a little bit, the fuzzy one. They had a whole bunch of those, and they've been on clearance at Joann by Me. They've been in the clearance aisle for like weeks and weeks. I like thought about getting it, but there's nothing I want to make with it because it's kind of thickish. There's nothing I want to make with it. I'd like to try it, and it's like got just the best, what is the word when it goes from one color to the other? It's not fade. You know what I'm talking about. Not the word fade. Ombre. Best ombre I've ever seen. So it's like I want it for that, but there's nothing specifically that I want to make out of it. But I was like, if they don't ring up, I'm getting a bunch. They had like some good colors. I was like, I'll get enough to do something nice, a blanket or something. So it didn't ring up on my app. So I put one in my cart. This didn't ring up. Put it in my cart. This didn't ring up. This is so this is Sugar and Cream Scrub Off. This didn't ring up. I put it in my cart. This is the KNC Movement. I don't have anything I'd really do with this, like off the top of my head, but once again, it's just something different. And it's, I know one of these I was able to find, where is it at? This is cotton viscose. And I have like some other like cotton bamboo viscose blends, so I can put it with like those and try to make something with those, but I have nothing off the top of my head that I want to make with this. But it didn't ring up. Just put it in my cart. And then one other thing, I don't remember what it was. I think another Joann's brand. I don't remember though. Didn't ring up, so I put it in my cart. Hang on one second. Steven, you gotta turn that down a little bit. Sorry. Till I'm done, okay? I don't want it to pick up. Turn it down. Okay. How about that? That's better, thank you. So I went, took those 4 back up front. She rang them up. These 2 did not scan, the other 2 scanned. So I took them back and I cleaned out the shells of all of this I could find and all this I could find. So I went and I took it all back, and so I found like should be one more. These 4. And I feel like there was at least a couple more of these blues, like when I was first looking. Maybe when I first went to the register, someone else came and got them, but I think there was a couple more of these blues, but I couldn't find them when I went back. So I got these 4 though. They're pretty. They could even go in one thing. I don't know. Who knows? We'll figure something out. These 4 didn't ring up, got them for free. The Sugar and Cream, these ones all didn't ring up, got them for free. The other ones, they did ring up, but they rang, okay, so I took all of them off the shelf. Every one, probably at least 20 of them, right? Took them up front. Some of them rang up on clearance. Some of them, these ones, all the pink ones didn't ring up at all. And then some of them rang up full price. So the ones that were full price, she put in one pile. The ones in clearance, she put in another pile. The ones that didn't ring up, she gave to me. I just threw them in the bag. So it came out to it maybe a dozen or so of them rang up on clearance. And I really didn't want to pay any money for anything. But I also didn't want, like, the girl was so good to me. Like, I didn't want to have to, her or anyone else have to deal with putting them back on the shelf. So I was just like, I'll take them. Because it's dishcloth stuff. Like, you can, and they're all, like, there's enough to make more than one. So there's, like, I think 4 of these pink ones. And then I got this like white and sandy. I know the light is not bright, huh? Maybe if I turn this off. I don't feel like, is that better? It might be better. This white and sandy one called Snow, I suppose. And then, so I got like, how many of these? A bunch of these. Is this the same one? That's different. Some of these are called, are these all Snow? So I got like at least 5 Snows. That's a Snow too. That's Snow. And then I got this one, which is similar. It's called Linen. It's just got like these grays in there. So 1, 2, I got 4 of those. This might be, is this linen? Yes. So I got 4 linens. And then I got 3 of these denim. All right, so all that, it came out to like $44, which is more than I probably would have, it's definitely more than I would have spent on like the first stuff, the stuff that I got free, so that's great. It doesn't solve my other problem, just having more yarn than I can use, but it's different stuff. Like I can use these up in you know, no time. Just always have a dishcloth on hand. I turn this light back on. Like always have a dishcloth on the hooks or on the needles. I use dishcloths. Like I actually don't keep paper towels in my house. I use dishcloths to like clean up, like, or tea towels to like clean up messes, to dry my hands, to dry our hands. I don't buy paper towels, only if we have like Thanksgiving or whenever we're gonna have company over. And then for like bigger messes, so I use like these for like the, just happen to have them next to me, for like the counter and stuff like that. Tables, clean, like messes, things. And then I like cut up old t-shirts as like rags for like dirtier messes, like things on the floor or whatever. So I use dishcloths, but there's enough for me to make some for the house because they keep disappearing. When I use them, I just throw them directly in the washing machine instead of putting them in the laundry hamper, so that whoever's doing laundry next just wash them and then put them back. But they never make it back. Even me, I'm guilty of like not putting them back. So they like end up in my room. That's why this one's here. Somehow I folded laundry at some point and just stuck this one here. I have no idea. But I'll use them. I'll add an art collection, use them as gifts. I can knock these. I can, you know, use these really quick. And then these, at first I was like, maybe I can make a blanket, because it says 9 makes a blanket. I have like 6 or 7 of these, so maybe it would make a small something. But one, I don't know what kind of blanket you can make with 9. This is a 2/8. But I thought about maybe a bag. Maybe do squares and then join them. That's what I thought of. Squares with this and then join it with this. I feel like, see that yellow in there? Can you see that yellow in there? Like it's very, you know, I think it's good. Or something. I'll figure something out. So I thought maybe a bag. And the Pound of Love is just a good thing now. I might go get the other one, see if it's still there tomorrow if I have time this weekend. Just because it's a good, taupe is a good neutral. So I can do things with these. And like I said, it's not the same yarns that I have bought over. Like I bought the same kind of yarns over and over, like 4-weight, acrylic, maybe a roving. But in general, like that's what a good chunk of my collection is. So these are yarns for me to do different things with and try new things with. And then I did buy some books because I like books, even though I haven't even started using the first book that I got that I showed you guys the last time. I got these books. This one is Garter Stitch Gifts. So that's a pretty cool, I got this, that's cute. Like that. That's cool. That's, the Garter Stitch is like just a, you know, nice fast working thing. This one's called Baby Basics to knit for new moms. My friends are fertile. Everyone's having babies all the time. And I always make a blanket, but I've been trying to think of things like other things that I can do. This looks really cute. I had flipped to this earlier. I'm gonna try not to show you guys too much. Let's see. No. Look at it. It's like a little romper thing. That looks cute. And look at this little set. So just to branch out from making everyone a blanket, something they can wear. And then this one's just called Quick Crochet, No Fuss. Can I read it backwards? No Fuss Patterns for crochet scarves, blankets, bags, and more. So just ideas. You know, I haven't used the last set of books that I bought at all, but that's what I did. Now I'm really done, y'all. I'm just gonna not go to the store no more. Sometimes I just, sometimes I'm just curious or just like have a free evening that I wasn't planning to have. And I just like, hey, let me just go see, let me go touch some yarn. But yeah, I am definitely like, they had a lot of other stuff on clearance at Joann's. Like Joann's, it's easy to resist to clearance because it's not clearance, it's just a sale. Every once in a while you'll find something like super duper cheap, but like they had a lot of like, say Red Heart with Love and like that Schitt's Creek yarn, and which I don't even get. Like I thought maybe, so I used to see that stuff and I'm like, well maybe those colors are like really specific to the show. Those colors then I watched the show, which I actually really enjoyed it. Those colors have nothing to do with the show. So it's just a cash grab. Like it makes me mad that they even did that. But like there's nothing I would be like, oh yeah, that reminds me of such a, no. But yeah, they always have that on clearance. Like they had some of the other big twists, like the 4-weight stuff. They had other things. But it's just easy to resist it because one, it's not really a sale, and two, like I said, like I'm actually just not really interested in buying yarns that are really similar to the stuff that I have. So if it's something new and different, it's harder to resist. And so this is all stuff that I hadn't tried before. I have very few 1 and 2 weight yarns. I do have like quite a bit, not quite a bit. I have a decent amount of like the Boos, Kobu, Nubu, Trubu. Like they're just all in a just a small tote, and I've not used them yet or decided what I want to do with them yet. I've had them for a while, like years. I think I bought them on clearance too, like a couple years ago. So yeah, but yeah, still, I don't need to be coming home with 4 bags of yarn. There's just, no matter what, I don't need to be doing it. Y'all got it. I'm really done this time. I'm actually done. But it's free. It was free. They were gonna throw it away, so I saved it. I saved you, right? But yeah, that's what's going on. I don't have much of anything to show you. Like I've made progress on all my projects, but they all nothing fun or exciting. They all look about the same. My baby blanket, the heart one, I have made actually like recognizable progress on that. And I guess I'll show you real quick because actually you can see. I was gonna save it till like after the weekend because like I said, my husband's working nights all next week, so I have to do things to entertain myself. But this one, as you see, wrong side, I finished the last section of green or mint, and like I said before, like that's decent baby blanket size, but I feel like you could get a little bigger. That way they can use it as a crib, maybe not a crib blanket, but like just a bigger one. This would be good for like the car seat as the size it is now. So I'm gonna do another block of yellow. I would have been further along, but I was doing this part. So this is like the part, the very bottom of it, like before the heart starts. You see, you just do like stockinette in the little squares, and then you do garter stitch into like the dividers. And I was just doing straight stockinette across. So I wasn't doing this garter switch row. Like it took me, and it wasn't until I was like 2 rows into the heart that I even realized that I hadn't done it. So I had to take it all out. This is like Wednesday. So pretty much this much progress on Wednesday. Like it's been like just in between doing things for work. About this much progress I had to undo and redo. So I'm back to where I was at the end of my work day on Wednesday. But I feel like I can knock this out this weekend. I might try to knock out at least the bottom half of it tonight. Cause like I said, I'm gonna be by myself. Well, my son is here, but yeah, so he's probably gonna want to hang out. But we can probably do a movie or something, and I can knit while we're watching. And then I will show you my son's thing because I've made. You can kind of see the progress. You can see the design coming out like better than me trying to describe it. So okay, here's my youngest son's blanket. And like I said, this is gonna be Illusion Knit. That's all. Let me try to straighten it out a little bit. It's so long. All right. So can you see can you see that? So this is one square and this is the other square, and you can see like they look different, right? This one has the gray more prominent in the foreground. This one has the blue in the foreground. And it even makes it look like a different, especially the gray. Same gray, but it makes it look like it's a different shade, right? So I've got like 5 squares across, but they're big. You see how big they are? And then we're gonna go up. I toyed with the idea of just making it vertical stripes of this, but I'm gonna make it into like kind of a checkerboard block pattern. But you can kind of see the idea, right? You're gonna see it better once it gets bigger, but I figured I'd show you guys because it's kind of coming into play, right? And so then you can see, you can't really, yeah. So anyway, that's that. And then my spiral blanket, which you can see right here, that is just coming along, but there's nothing, it looks like it looks. Like it's not gonna be a big, like, there's no big difference. I'm definitely on the last set of triangles. We're not gonna go any bigger than that. I think I mentioned I had to buy like 4 more balls of yarn for it. 2 of each, so that's, but it is what it is. This last set is just huge. Like you had to pick up like 209 stitches, I want to say, across that edge. So you're just like decreasing 2 stitches each row. So it's going to be 105 or so rows just to get one triangle. So it's a lot of stitches. This last one is like gonna take almost as long as probably the whole project before it. But it'll be done, it'll be beautiful. I will send it off. I'm gonna put a border around it, probably an I-cord edging border, just to kind of make it nice, neat little border on the side, and then we are gonna send that off. But anyway, that's what's going on. I just wanted to show you guys my failure at not buying yarn, how much I failed at it. I made it through, what, 3 months. I'm done though, okay? If I buy any more, I'm just not gonna tell y'all. It's in the car, but I actually went back to Hobby Lobby too, but only because I realized I didn't look at the needles and notions and stuff, and so I saw that those had been on clearance too, so I went to look at those, and I grabbed a couple of hooks and a couple of needles, some Knitter's Pride needles, which hopefully I'm pretty sure they're gonna be compatible with the Knitter's Pride cords that I already have, and then a few hooks, and then I just went back through the yarns, and I mean I already knew they didn't have anything, but just like maybe I missed something. So I had seen these the first time, and I wasn't really interested in it, but they had actually these. Not any of the colors that I got today, I don't think, but they had some nice colors, and nobody was taking them. Like, they were still full. So I grabbed, I think they were like maybe $1.50 each. I grabbed like 4 each of a few different colors. Just the same idea, like I can make sets. So, I mean, that was probably, $12? Is that right? That can't be right. No, I think I got 12, so maybe $24. I don't remember how many I got. They're in the car. But I got enough to make dishcloths for days. I'll make some for the house. I'll make some as presents I'll give some as presents, maybe to my in-laws and to my cousins, for my aunts and uncles for Christmas. And yeah, we'll just use them up. These cost me nothing. Well, the ones that I paid for cost me $3.50. I don't know how much they usually go for. And then the ones that I got, well, they probably go for, I think they were $1.50 at Hobby Lobby. That's 75% off. So they're probably like $6, maybe. If that's what I paid, maybe I paid $125. I don't know, but let's just say between $5 and $6. You know, regular price. So that's probably not it's not the best deal in the world what I paid for those. I wouldn't have paid for them at all if that girl hadn't been so nice to me. You know, I was like, yeah, I'll just take them. So the only ones she put back were the ones that didn't bring up as clearance, and those are actually some of my favorite ones. They're like really pretty ones. But oh well, it's just dishcloths. Anyway, let me go. It's 30 minutes. I just really had wanted to hop on for a second and show you guys my spectacular failure. I will try again. I guess we're gonna reset the yarn fast in April. Well, you know what? We'll just say it was my birthday present to myself. And we're good. I think that works, right? Birthday present to yourself. You gotta treat yourself, right? Be good to yourself. And I was very good to myself. So I'll see you guys probably at sometime next week, because my son is going back to his dad's. My husband is not going to be around in the evening, so I will be looking for someone to talk to. And you guys are it. So I will hopefully have some good progress to show you on some of these blanket projects. I'm going to show you what I came up with for, I guess I might start that this weekend. I haven't started, but what I came up with for the swirl cakes. And we're gonna have a good time. But you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.